Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. NVIDIA made some correction today as I expected in my previous video. In this video, let's evaluate if NVIDIA can go further down or it can make a recovery or rebound in next few days. We'll use latest fundamentals, technical charts, and other relevant data for this analysis. Now, let's get started. Starting with the daily summary, Nvidia opened at 137.87. It made a high 138.57. It made a low 128.74 and it closed at 131.84. That is 4.52% down. In my opinion, that's a big drop in just one day. I was expecting a drop today, but not that big. In my understanding, in next few days, Nvidia can go further down before it makes a rebound. Another possibility, but the chances are low, that Nvidia start going up from here, then again next week it makes a big drop. Because in order to break the all-time high, Nvidia needs more stronger momentum than Nvidia currently have. With this momentum, Nvidia may not be able to break previous all-time high. Moving on, last 5 days, Nvidia is down about 1.73%. Last 1 month is still up about 12.89%. Last 6 months, 53.30% up. And year to date, 173.69% up. And that's again a very good improvement in last 9 or 10 months. Let's take a look how the major indices performed today, starting with S&P. So S&P was down today about 0.76%, and I see the clarity of direction today. There was no major ups and downs today. And Nasdaq was also down about 1.01%, and also the clarity of direction. There's not much volatility today on Nasdaq. Let's take a look Dow Jones. So Dow Jones is also down about 0.75% and same clarity of direction. So all three major indices were down today. So this tells that market was under pressure. We'll take a look in our NVIDIA news section to evaluate why the market was down today. And can it remain under pressure in next few days as well? Now let's take a look forward P for NVIDIA and other AI stocks. So Nvidia forward P at this point is 42.26, slightly down from the last week closing. So it's trending down to the forward P of 40. So once it drops below 40, that makes Nvidia a very attractive buy. Palantir at this point 124.79. It's also down from the last week closing. SMCI 15.03, no major difference from the last week closing. AMD 42.93, slightly down from the last week closing. Now let's take a look at percentage change analysis for Nvidia for this quarter. So based on the cumulative percentage change, you see that Nvidia is up about 13.10% from the previous earnings announcement. And this tells that Nvidia has more room to go further up before the next earnings. As we noted yesterday and day before, the historical data suggests that in last quarter and also the prior quarter before the last quarter, Nvidia was up about 32%, and also one quarter prior it was 38% up. So historically speaking, at least Nvidia was up more than 30% in just one quarter. This cumulative percentage change analysis gives us a very good insight when we try to do the comparison from the historical data. Now let's take a look technical charts for Nvidia. You see 180-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia on your screen and also the Fibonacci levels. So as we noted yesterday and day before yesterday, that the next level of resistance was 140, and I had the opinion that it won't be very easy for Nvidia to break 140 in just single attempt. So it tried to go there yesterday, but it could not sustain around 140. So Nvidia had to come down. Now it's targeting towards 125 support level. So just in case if Nvidia goes down to 125 level, that would make Nvidia a very attractive buy. But I'm not sure it can go down to that level in this week. And after that, the next level of support is 115. So as you remember, I shared with you my transaction that I sold out my Nvidia yesterday around 138.8, and today I placed a limit buy position for Nvidia around 134.1, and I got that position. So I got some Nvidia shares back around 134.1. Now I'm thinking I should be waiting more because Nvidia went further down, but it is what it is. Let me show you my transaction. You see that yesterday I sold out Nvidia at 138.9, and today I bought Nvidia at 134.1. Now let's take a look MACD chart. So you see MACD chart on your screen. So as I mentioned yesterday that Nvidia got some momentum day before yesterday, but that momentum was not too strong yesterday and it started coming down, and I had the feeling that the momentum can continue to go down today as well. But I was not expecting it can go below zero level. But at this point, you see that the blue line is way further below zero line. So that tells that the weak momentum or the negative momentum at this point is strong on Nvidia. So possibly tomorrow Nvidia may be under pressure as well. Maybe some kind of drop or some sideways movement. In my opinion, we can expect tomorrow as well. Now let's take a look some news regarding Nvidia. Starting with this one that says Wall Street ends lower as chip oil stocks drop. So basically, they are citing that the major reason for the Wall Street indices to go down is the chip stock and the oil stock. And we know that, oil could be under pressure next week as well because of the Middle East situation. So you can expect some kind of volatility on the oil prices. So now this is a good one that says Nvidia stock falls after ASML earnings leak early. Why the drop is an overreaction. Let's open it. So it says that a small decline in Nvidia stock picked up speed after earnings result from ASML came out a day earlier than expected. They further say that this may not make sense why Nvidia was down. So basically, the ASML earnings was due on Wednesday, but for some reason they published some result on their website and then they quickly removed that. But overall, it looks like the report that got published says ASML's disappointing outlook. According to fact sheet, ASML's 2025 net sales are now forecast at 30 billion. 32.7 billion, I guess, was the expectation. And I think that we should not read too much into it because we should not be using ASML as the predictor for Nvidia's future outlook, right? Probably market is overreacting on this news. Another one, and that's also about ASML, that says that shares of chip stocks are trading lower. And more news about ASML here, and they are citing the same reason for Nvidia stock down today, and that's ASML. So now finally one good thing about Supermicro, that says Supermicro unveils liquid cooled superclusters powered by Nvidia GB200 and also HGX B200 systems. And another one that's about Supermicro also that says Supermicro launches new petascale JBOF all flash storage solution featuring NVIDIA. So this means that some good news started coming about Supermicro. So any given day, Supermicro can give us a positive surprise and its shares can go up significantly. So that's why I'm still holding SMCI stock until the earnings. Now another one that's about Nvidia stock falls after ASML earning leak. So kind of same news. So now this one and this one regarding overall market that says market summary. Oil falls after Israel reportedly suggested it would not plan to strike Iranian oil target. So as I mentioned before, due to the geopolitical situation, the oil prices could be under pressure for next few days or weeks. And this one tells another factor for Nvidia's drop today. And this says Nvidia stock dips amid a report of US extending cap on AI chip exports beyond China. Let's open it. So it says that US government officials have discussed capping sales of advanced AI chips from US to certain countries. But I do not think this news would cause Nvidia to go down about 5% because in the past we keep getting this kind of news that US government officials are extending caps. But Nvidia did not go down that big in the past after this kind of news. So I guess that's all about news regarding Nvidia. I do not find any other relevant news other than ASML earnings and US extending cap on Nvidia to other countries. Now let's take a look other AI stocks. So you see on my watch list the situation is mixed, but most of the stocks are negative today. The highest negative change is on AMD, that is 5.22% down, and the highest positive change is on SoundHound, that is 2.31% up. And also you see SMCI is up about 0.8%, and that's a good thing. And regarding the economic data for this week, as I mentioned yesterday and day before, that no major data is expected in this week that can impact the overall market. So, a pretty quiet week in terms of the economic data. So, I guess that's all about NVIDIA analysis and assessment for today and next few days. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more in the next video. Take care.